Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. We actually have to talk to the professor again to realize what we have to do next, and this time I'm going to show off how to quickly get there at night. Wow, we have basically seen all of this in reverse already, but this is how quickly you can get on the other side of the U-shaped map by going through what is normally not part of the U base. Wow, this was completely confusing. Do you have anything new to say? Technically. And yeah, I'm just ignoring Amy for the rest of the game, I think. Maybe she will have something at some point. Wow, it's cluttered in here. No, not the TV. Excellent. Another breakthrough. This unlocks Adabat, the last normal country. Jeez, I always want to say world in the game, but we are of course traveling the world. So normal video game technology does not apply here. I have a few more souvenirs and a little bit of hint. 55 enemies, a seasoned hawk. Yep, excellent, excellent, good stuff. Souvenirs, yep, maybe some small reward. And another flash. Excellent. Don't really need that, but I do appreciate the quality of life, and it's very self-contained in a way, and you get it basically automatically, so that's fine. Don't mind that at all. No, I don't actually want to talk to the event gallery. I want to get out here, because again, it is cluttered as hell. Where to next? Let's see. Oh, there is a new face here in front of us. I didn't even know that she moved around. Hi, Hualin. So it's also hot here. Yeah, exactly. Maybe she will go to Holoska next, where it's colder. I don't know exactly. We will find out together. But first, I just want to show off the possibilities that we have now, because now that we have beaten Arid Sands Day, we have access to Arid Sands Night, and I am in fact level 6 moon level, so we can easily go in here. I haven't really commented on that much before, because one of the main critiques a lot of people have about this game is that you have to basically look for medals actively in order to get your levels high enough so that you can play the levels. Which is something that has happened to me basically organically, because I'm a guy who just really likes looking for stuff, and I did all of the side stuff just out of interest and got a medal here, a medal there, bought some souvenirs, got a few extras, and it has not been an issue for me at all the way I am playing. And I didn't even get most of the ones in Day. I love this guy, by the way, he's funny as hell. But I do realize that if you only want to play the main course levels, then yeah, you will at some point run into that issue. But just as a recommendation, as I have said before, I do strongly recommend doing side stuff on the side so that you don't burn out on the good stuff. That was weird and annoying. And then it is not an issue at all. Like, you're entitled to your opinion of saying this is super annoying for you and it made you do stuff that you didn't want to do. My opinion is just the game is designed around doing side stuff, and if you do, then the medal requirements are not an issue. Anyway, another thing to show off there is that we can do the day stage of Skyscraper Scamper at the same time. I have put up a poll, but at the time of recording we have already collectively decided that's going to be the last one to look at, even though the people here are like, wow, there are Eggman robots in this town now. That's the story of Skyscraper Scamper Day. Eggman robots showed up, much like we have it in many other places as well. But we are actually going to go, in a sudden twist of fate, to the Adabat Night level first. Not in this video, but the very next one, and I thank you once again for your democratic contributions. And we are here, Adabat, the first time, and we are meeting an old face for which we have just gotten the requirement to finish a side quest, because I randomly talked to her brother. So that's nice. I didn't even know that, because as I said, for most of these side quests I'm pretty blind, and I just happened to talk to him on the way out from the professor, so now she is sorted out and can finally get home. That old scatterbrain. Hi Tianche, I don't know exactly how to pronounce you, I'm sorry. Not a region of the world I'm familiar with, but all that aside, I do really like how Adabat looks. It's very, very pleasant, and I do appreciate that the night part here is not actually night. You can tell that it is still sunset here, so that it is not as dark as some other levels. They were definitely going for a very strong, different aesthetic here. Very concrete choice, and I really appreciate it. While Rudy is giving us the runaround, I have to mention one of my best buddies is called Rudi, but you know, it's short for Rudolf in German, so I always laugh when I see her, and she doesn't hide anything in her bucket. So why does she tell me that it's secret? Basket? Never mind. And yeah, anything else? Up here we have plenty of other houses that are closed for business, however, so most of them are just for set dressing. We do have the flying fish shop here, that's fun, and we are getting the usual 2 things. For now, what the hell is a mollusk? I gotta check. Ah, a mollusk, I guess. That's nice. You learn a lot of things in this game. And we are going on with some more. Hey, we have just gotten greeted by you and you teleported here, and now he is mad at us for patriarchal reasons. Don't like him now. Very, very weird how this is handled in my opinion. But at the very least we have Jamal here, and Jamal is pushing back on it, so that's fine. Anything else up here? People having fun, dancing in front of bananas. Love to do that myself, by the way. Oh hey, who do we have here? It's Marc Antonio. And Marc Antonio is still talking about the ghosts, which is something that I mentioned in the thread. I do find it really refreshing that there is an Italian XP guy who is worried about ghosts and not some native dude who is superstitious, because that's a trap you could easily fall into when writing, and it's just completely avoided. It's just Marc Antonio who is a ghost guy. And I'm not going to do the side quest now. Usually I do that, but not right now, because it will spoil parts of the level. We are going to do that afterwards. It's similar to how I didn't do that one side quest in Spagonia, so that we didn't get spoiled on Rooftop Run a bit. Now I'm running around here, and as you can see, you also spotted the second one probably, there is quite a lot of extra stage on the outside if you go through the shallow water here. And I was thinking, like, don't I drown at some point? But no, there is an invisible wall completely outside. I don't think it's possible to die in any entrance stage unless you like, not entrance stage, in any of the cities unless you like glitch or whatever. And he is friendly again, and yeah, that's cool. I really like also that you can see the tornado parked here, that we arrived here on this island basically. And also there's the moon medal, cool. Oh, another visitor from outside. That was a non sequitur. I don't know if I missed some NPC dialogue in between, which would make sense because I haven't been to Apotos in a while, but I'm not religiously checking back after every single world state change if the NPCs have something new to say. I hope you appreciate that, because I did actually get a dislike at some point on yet another looking around the world video, but we gotta do them. It's important to get context for how this game works, and I do like doing it, so sorry. Anyway, lots of fishies here. I really enjoy, again, how this looks, especially in daytime. It does suit it a little bit better, though, as I said, the night not being pitch black darkness is very, very nice. And I'm looking, of course, for the second moon medal. Is it maybe in the middle? It is. Haha! Not quite in the middle, but pretty much where I thought it would be. Marc Antonio is still worried about ghosts. Probably not in the daytime, because I'm pretty sure it's a nighttime level, but he will have some dialogue which I missed, whatever. Anyway, we are in the entrance stage now because we still have some time. There is a very, very easy to get sun medal. We see that we only have 2 here, so it's a smaller entrance stage, quite compact, but it does give the impression of being extremely open. So gonna be the boss at some point here on this pier. And we can obviously do the water dashing, like boosting, that's the word, like we could do for in the Holoscan entrance stage. Here is our T for this entrance stage. At some point we're gonna have to go to every single world again, every single country again, to talk to the chai lover, of course. And here we can see poles for the night time. That's nice. Some ruins in the background. Sunken temples, again, very strong aesthetic choice. There's a lot of concept art for this, so definitely this one was developed very early on and thought about, and they have a bunch of material for it compared to Empire City. And we are going to visit all of these temples as well in the various stages, which is going to be great. Another setup here, basically copied from the Chonan world entrance stage. And we get a second sun medal here, our first moon medal for free. That's nice. Something else on the other side we can see up there. And a night stage that is unlocked. We're going to see that in a bit. And this is the one that we are going to do next. Okay, excellent. Another art book. And I think it is time now that we have explored pretty much everything on the day side to switch to the night side, see what we can do there, see if we can find the last missing medal. Here, as I said, this is the level we're going to do next, get another half key, Jungle Joyride, nighttime, where we are going to do a lot of temple exploring as far as I remember. Jumping around waterfalls and stuff like that. Big jump over here. This is how the Werehog can get to this part. Not super necessary because we already got to the T here and so on. But there might be a secondary level for us. Like one of these two will probably be a nighttime stage. One of them will be a daytime stage. Now it makes a lot more sense than in Shamar that the Werehog can get here. And now if we can only get back because the hit detection on these is very finicky. We get another big jump and we go back to the mainland. Still missing one of the medals, so where could it be? I'm now thinking, how do I get up here? Are you supposed to go back? And then I'm like, maybe it's hidden in the thicket, because there is a lot of ways you can go through the plants. And oh, there is a prompt, and the prompt gives me this box to carry. And now I realize there are 2 more boxes to the left, so there is no reason for this one to be hidden, I guess. I don't know why they did it like this. And now that it's no longer a physics object, thank you for standing still, we can get up here, get the extra life. And I guess I could stack more boxes, but what's the point? And now I'm like, oh, wait, if I take this route here instead of what I just did in Daytime Sonic, the rings, then I can actually see that there is a moon medal here, and that's our final moon medal, and we're done with that. Now, one final thing I wanted to check, is there anything in the boxes? Not really. And also something interesting, because you need the boxes to go up there, they actually do respawn. That's very nice of the game. And as I said, I hope you're looking forward to the next democratically chosen level right here. Thank you very much for your attention.